it's July the 18th and it is the Montgomery Race 2021. Basically, it's kind of an unofficial race. It doesn't even matter if you have your engine on. The cruisers all get together and we sail up round the Montgomery out in the estuary, and then we end at Stangate where we all raft up and have a drink and some lunch. That's the plan. It's a good excuse for cruisers to bring family and friends on board. It's only me and Ian. Boo. Our family didn't want to come and our friends were busy. So, yes. I haven't even brought Winnie because it's so hot. She's actually at home in the cool. So there you go. Oh, there's a bit of wind. We might be in luck. Oh my goodness. It's not going up very easily, is it? My days. I think we need to buy Bob his own horn. Just made the sounds himself. We've had to put our engine on because we drifted past the start line. It's really light wind. We have started. It's not very dramatic because there's no wind. We're all just drifting down with the tide. Ian's now inverted the buttons. Yay! It's going to be a frustrating sail. Let's see what we got. So, as I say, you are allowed your engine on. So some boats are going to be faster than us. Oh, there's a gust! I can feel it! Woohoo! We're off! Isn't quite ruined by a jet ski.
So this race used to be a race, albeit a bit more of a cruisy race, but it's don't know if you heard on some of the audio there, it's resorted to being basically a cruising company. Bob shouts over the radio at the time and then we all basically head off at about the same time. No real line, no real anything really, no real course other than Montgomery to port, and then we ended Stangate. But that's fun, because on a day like today with, I don't know, next to no wind, it would just be infuriating if this was a proper race. But the tide's going to take us down now and we're going to use it as an excuse to fly our cruising chute, because we've only ever flown it once before and we don't really know what we're doing with it, because it's not the right boat spinnaker for the boat, and it's a bit of an ad hoc installation, so we'll see what happens. We did scrub off Friday night though, didn't do it very well, just quickly, because this we put the cheapest Hempel anti-fouling and it's all but useless.
Yeah.
The boat is it's about 3 weeks since we scrubbed off last time and the boat was completely covered in barnacles. When I say completely, I mean there was no paint visible, it completely covered in barnacles. So yeah, don't buy the cheap Hempel stuff if you're sailing on the Medway. I'm sure, you know, your mileage may vary, as people say. Everyone will have different experiences, but for us on the Medway, it was rubbish. So anyway, we have just scrubbed off, which means, of course, we have an advantage over pretty much every cruising boat on the river that will have some degree of growth on it, which is probably why we're leading Hampsonley. It isn't because this is a fast boat or we're sailing it particularly well.
Oh, and we were on the start line, because, you know, you can't get the racer out of us.
Didn't make the best start though.
No, we only had the main up, I think.
Yeah. Colin on Coco and John on, what's it called? Maida Ditchling were best. But we weren't that far behind. Steve will tell you that Escapade won it, but yeah, it's not what we saw. Anyway, we're going to jive in a minute,
yeah,
and then we'll try and put this cruising shirt up.
Come back in a minute.
Our boat's not long enough for the spinnaker sheets, so I'm holding it up to try and keep the spinnaker from hooking. So now it's actually sailing kind of upwind.
Yeah, because obviously we started it with the wind behind us and it's changed.
Well, look, Coco's getting racy with Zephyr.
Oh yeah, they got racy with us, didn't they?
We'll film it.
Stole all our wind. Being overtaken again, but I think we can be excused by being overtaken by a J-boat when we are a dumpy caravan with a fat keel. But they don't have that thing.
As you can tell, there is no wind. It's been like this for 20 minutes or so. The fleet and the rest of the fleet have caught us up, so we're all sitting in no wind together. I think actually now the boats with more fouling on the bottom of the boat are doing better because the tide's getting more grip on them.
I just spotted the blue beard Roger drinking a beer. A video as well. I also have good authority that the gin and tonics are flowing on Escapade. On our boat it is just water because it's a heat wave. Okay, line of wind ahead. Woohoo! The boats in the lead have got their sails filled and they are sailing. It does only look a strip of wind, but you know. So, it's really hot. What do you think the temperature is, Ian?
I don't know. Forecast was 26, 27
I think
degrees,
it's 30.
wasn't it?
It's
But
too
very
hot. Yeah.
According to the instruments, the sea temperature is 67. I suspect that's wrong.
Yes. Anyway, we found a solution for Ian because I'm sitting under our lovely spray hood, which is nice and shady. And then we remembered we have an umbrella. Being sailors that sail in England, you need an umbrella quite regularly when you go out on land. So there we go. The wind's going to come in a minute. I can see a line of wind. I have to move then. Right, so we're still probably half an hour or so off Stangate. The wind has filled in a little bit, but the fleet are all just too hot. So most of them, well, I don't know if most, maybe half of them are now dropped their sails and they're just motoring to still go around the Montgomery and then into Stangate. We're going to just try and sail into Stangate because, you know, it's a challenge. It'd be a sense of achievement. Plus Elizabeth is now home alone, so we don't want to be too long. Anyway, we're sailing! We have wind!
Muscat ramble, this is different.
Ian now wants a bigger wheel so that he can reach his foot easier. Anyone getting rid of a big wheel? Drop us a line. There's everyone with their engines on. We're being overtaken.
Muscat, escalade.
There's Wayne and Vincent. I haven't seen them all year because of COVID. There's Zoe and Stuart in Amberjack with the two boys. I bet that's been hot on there. Loads of boats heading for Stangate and about 7 of them still heading out for the Montgomery with the engines on. We've decided to give everything else a miss now and get home for Izzy as we left her home alone. It would have been alright if we actually had a purpose and, you know, something to do, but as it's now just a jolly, we better go home to her. But it's been fun. We've learned how to fly our cruising shoe. Ian's been modifying it as we've been going along. And now we're going forward, there's a breeze, which is so nice. Happy sailing!